Hello, thank you for taking the time to learn about our Blue Ocean opportunity. We are excited to share about our Storytime interactive app. Our group is comprised of Chad Malinowski, Jeff Mudget, Mustapha Njie, Bridgett Ozuzu, Kaleb Solar, and myself, Cassondra Tabor. What is Blue Ocean strategy? We've learned throughout this course that Blue Ocean strategy creates new demand. It defines untapped market space, demand creation, and the opportunity for highly profitable growth. We know that helping a child learn to read and write improves the future of everyone in society. So our group has asked, how can we partner with parents as their children learn to read? How can we help motivate a child to read? Our Blue Ocean idea is to create a reading app that pairs with Amazon's Alexa that will allow a child to read until they are confident to read to Alexa on their own. Let us introduce the Storytime interactive app. Introduction to product concept. We have identified that our audience are children ages 3 to 8. We will integrate with Amazon Alexa and the thousands of books within Amazon's Audible library. Children and parents can listen to books with the option of following along with the physical book. As the child reaches confidence to read on their own, the app allows Alexa to interact and provide instant feedback when a child gets stuck. Our Storytime app provides an opportunity for children to interact with a device that encourages their reading ability. And Storytime also partners with parents. Perhaps they can't read on their own, or perhaps they have a limited time to read with their children, and also partners with those parents who wish to utilize technology to assist with reading motivation. Globally, there are 7.6 billion people, and 25% are between the ages of 0 and 14. Regardless of cultural or economic background, we understand the importance that reading has on the success of a child, both in school and throughout his or her life. We understand that literacy is taught in school, usually preschool, and then also at home with parents and perhaps with the use of technological support. There is no current technology on the market that has the capability to both read to children and interact if a child reads to that app. So the identification of this is what brought us to the point of realization that this was a blue ocean opportunity within the market. Current state of the industry. Alexa is one of the voice technologies that uses artificial intelligence and can be interactive with the listener. Currently, Alexa has audio only, which would prevent a child from reading back to the device and Alexa providing feedback. So adding the Storytime interactive app will enable Alexa to read to children as well as allow children to read and provide feedback. Alexa's main competitor is Google Home, as Google Home and Alexa are considered the most user-friendly. Alexa does have many benefits. Alexa reads audiobooks through an audiobook narrator. Alexa responds to voice commands such as speed up or slow down while reading. However, Alexa is unable to listen to a book being read, interpret a story, correct any mispronounced words, support comprehension, and she is unable to provide affirming feedback in real time. Our Blue Ocean Storytime app allows Alexa to listen to children ages 3 through 8 while they read a book. Alexa will then be able to interpret a story, correct mispronounced words, support comprehension, provide affirming feedback in real time, and partner with parents as they teach their children to read. Evidence of interest. Market segment. We've identified our market are parents and/or adults with children, Echo Speaker and Alexa Assistant owners, audiobook listeners, parents and/or adults with busy schedules, parents and/or adults who want to develop their child's reading skills affordably. 39 million Americans own a smart speaker. This approximates to 1 in every 6 households in America. And this figure has grown by 128% since 2017. A survey was conducted in 2019 to determine the number of users in the United States, and the results indicate that among adults who were between the ages of 30 and 49 years old, women were the primary listeners. Audiobooks are the fastest growing segment in digital publishing technology, and the United States is one of the largest markets for the audio industry in 2017. Sales slightly increased from $2.1 billion in 2016 to $2.5 billion in 2017. An Audiobook Publishers Association member indicates that 26% of the United States population has listened to an audiobook in the last 12 months. Our group conducted its own survey. We found that 66.7% of respondents do not own an Echo speaker. 63.6% listen to audiobooks. 33.3% listen to audiobooks using Alexa. 45.5% spend 1 hour per day reading to their child. 41.7% of adults' schedule does not allow them enough time to read to their child. 10% of respondents would spend $10 per month on reading materials for their child, and 20% will spend up to $50 per month. 100% of our respondents would use Storytime app because of its interactive capabilities. And 83.3% of respondents would pay $14.99 to access our Storytime app. 100% of respondents would use our app to develop their child's reading and comprehension skills. And according to the survey results, our Blue Ocean Storytime app is perceived as valuable and affordable. Value innovation. The value received is clear. It's a consolidation of learning resources. It will maximize the learning of a child and leverage new technology. Current resources are books, writing materials, and television, and these resources are consolidated and presented in an in-app format. And it provides a service similar to Audible, Disney Plus, or Netflix. You pay for what you want and what you need. And you as a parent can select resources based on your child's developmental needs, based on age, grade, special assistance, etc. We want to work with parents to maximize the learning of their children. So we look at mobile devices versus books, dynamic apps versus static television, and artificial intelligence, or AI, versus no feedback or speech therapy. We know that mobile devices are becoming more of a household name and that they, along with books, are engaging to children. Apps, when done correctly, are naturally dynamic, allowing strategic thinking and engagement. AI allows for intelligent response or corrective and/or teaching measures for development. As technology continues to develop to provide assistive services, partnering with developmental psychologists and AI can maximize the developmental path for children. Mobile devices are becoming increasingly popular and present within homes. The engaging nature of these devices greatly assists with the engagement of learning and the developmental process for children. The 4 Actions Framework. The 4 Actions Framework is an analytical tool that looks to reconstruct the current buyer value curve into a new buyer value curve and assist in establishing a strategic profile. Also called the Eliminate, Reduce, Raise, Create grid, each framework asks specific questions about current factors. Eliminate asks, what factors of current market industry can be eliminated? Reduce, what factors can be reduced below industry standards? Raise, what factors can be raised above industry standards? Create, what factors can be created that have never been considered? Our Storytime app would eliminate the need for personal interaction on every occasion a child reads. The need for books when Alexa is reading to the child. High cost of advertisement outside Amazon. Impatience. Purchase of many similar products that replicate all that the Storytime reading app can do. The Storytime app reduces a child's time spent in front of a television. And while we all agree that reading to your children is the best way, It's not always possible for every family, so it would reduce the need for dedicated personal time spent reading with a child, and it reduces any word pronunciation struggles that a child has while they have to read alone. Our app would work with Alexa to raise immediate feedback, increase cognitive skills before kindergarten, increase an understanding of technology, and provide technology support from Amazon. The Storytime app creates a school-like environment at home and perhaps on the go. It would create an alternative learning experience for a child. It would create immediate reading upon a child's request, an excitement to read often, and parental-like feedback on a child's reading performance. Strategic Canvas. Strategy Canvas provides a visual representation of where the current competition is investing and what factors their products provide to the consumer. We see in this figure that the current market for reading assistant software competes on price, delivery, and child independence. The prices of these softwares ranges from $6.99 to $19.99 a month. These software applications do not all provide live feedback when a child is reading a book, and most often a parent is still needed. So the Storytime app can create its blue ocean strategy by reducing the price, raising the book variety, creating through the integration of smart home systems, and eliminating the need for children to be codependent on their parents. 3 characteristics of good strategy. Purpose establishes the direction of the company and brand's reason for existence. Differentiation uses the 4 P's of marketing to create value innovation. And customer orientation focuses on advertising what the customers desire in the product instead of product features. The Storytime app is committed to delivering independence to a child's education. We are set apart from the competition in that our Storytime app is both user-friendly and offers more capabilities than other reading apps do. And we are customer-focused. Our marketing strategy promotes better learning and listens to customer feedback. Reach beyond existing demand. Our demand captured resources, books, writing materials, and television, and context learning, speech therapy, and classroom learning. Consolidation of resources of the following materials creates a homogeneous target market. Resources then become available for selection based on the needs or desires of parents. The buying structure reduces the cost of parents, and they don't have to limit their child's learning based on their resources purchased or not purchased. Context learning includes speech therapy and classroom learning, and applying AI to the app allows for contextual learning. AI assists in learning with voice listening and pronunciation technology that were previously only available in private or classroom settings. The Buyer Utility Map. The Buyer Utility Map is a tool that allows one to openly visualize if the product or service is a necessity to the consumer. The map establishes levers that a company can tug on to identify specific experiences a buyer will have to a product or of a service. The first 6 horizontal levers are called the buyer's experience cycle: purchase, delivery, use, supplements, maintenance, and disposal. The second 6 vertical levers are called the 6 utility levers: productivity, simplicity, convenience, risk, fun and image, and environmental friendliness. Overall, there are a total of 36 spaces that are created by the 12 levers. The more spaces that are filled, the more potential that a product or service turns into a blue ocean opportunity. As you can see, our Storytime app is able to fill 22 spaces, clearly indicating that the app is a blue ocean opportunity. In conclusion, we have created a blue ocean opportunity in our Storytime interactive app. We have worked together to create a product that eliminates the competition. And based on our research and survey results, our app would be a product that our target audience would invest in. Thank you for listening.